Well, the best part was on the ice. Like that's what I really felt my best. You know, just being on there, watching the guys, the noise, the strategizing, and then so watching the guys compete. That's what I'm at my best. Obviously, when you get off you got to deal with a lot of different things, but that's all part of being a coach, and that's why you got to rely on your staff, to put out these little fires. I've talked to as many guys as I can. It's still not even scratched the surface. You got to be. That's why you bring in Sergey and Footy. Those guys are going to be some foot soldiers for me. They're already doing the relationships as we speak. It's all about relationships in this game. Yeah, X and O's and all that stuff I get, but it's players have a voice. They should have a voice. It should be a partnership. But there's some mindsets and stuff like that that have to be non-negotiable, and I think these guys understand that. The short term that I've been here, that explain to them that as much as there going to be partnership and you guys are going to have a voice, but there's some stuff that are non-negotiable stuff that they're going to have to make sure that they adhere to the team, to be a team.
Obviously, you're going to have a little bit of patience because you're playing 3 games in 4 nights. Only one main practice, right? I mean, that's getting the message across.
3 and 4, one practice, and then we got 9-day, 10-day break. So that's a tough one. But saying that, we just got to play a little more predictable hockey for me. Everybody's got to know where the puck is going. Even guys that are average skaters look faster when you play a little more predictable. That doesn't mean not having creativity. It's more of just knowing where the puck's going, who's your man off a rush, who's playing nut front, how do you box out, things like that. And that's why, and plus I got the Twins helping me. I got a great. I'm not the smartest guy in there, put it that way. There's a lot of smart guys in there.
So the players probably, as you say, were a little nervous. It certainly was quieter than a lot of practices. Were you nervous?
No, I wasn't nervous. I have the one thing I got to be careful that there's so many things I want to do, and you got to be careful that you don't throw too much at players. I've sat in that room before and the ups and downs, and when a player's head's spinning and they leave the rink not knowing what's expected. There's a lot of sleepless nights and it affects your game. So that's I'm sensitive to that for the players, that they quiet their mind, know what's expected when they leave the rink, and then we'll work for the next day. And don't worry about the results that happened the night before. Worry about a good practice. Here in Vancouver, I remember in Arizona, coaching them, we didn't have a lot of practice like the East guys do. So every practice is gold, and you can't just waste practices. That's the big thing I told these guys today. Don't waste a practice. We don't have a lot of them. Make sure that you're dialed in. I know that playing guys 7-8 minutes and other guys 25 minutes a night is not going to win hockey. You win a few games here and there, but it's not, to me personally, the experience I've had, it's not going to win you consistently, and it's not going to win you Stanley Cup. So that's why we got to try to figure a way of whoever's on whatever line, they're contributing. Their forward line, their possession line, can they hit? Can they be penalty killers? You can't have guys, your bottom 6, nobody penalty kills. You'll be at I think 32nd penalty kill. That has to change. So, can some of these other guys penalty kill? I have to find out. And there might be some growing pains in games. I have to see in the first period if this guy can penalty kill. But we got to we have enough coaches in there that they can teach them on the fly. So, that's my goal.